is a noun? Of a good. A noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Good. What are the two types of nouns?
Common and proper.
Good. Common and proper are two types of nouns. So remember, common means that anyone can have the name. Proper is the special first name, their actual name of either a person or the actual name of a place. We're not just saying I went to the store, because we could be talking about any store that's common. But if I say I went to Target, Target is the proper noun because we're saying exactly which store we went to, which is Target. Okay. So next week we'll get back into nouns and we're going to practice person and place again next week, but we'll also go into thing as well. Okay. So just keep that in mind for next week. I just wanted to keep you refreshed on nouns so that we don't forget it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go over your science and social studies so you can get your science book out. We'll talk about our hair. Well, yeah. On page 8. Hair on page 8.
It's this one.
Page 8.
On page 8.
All right. All right, so let's look at page 8. My hair, special to me. So we talked about our hands last week, and our hands are very special. This week we are discussing our hair because God not only made our hands special, but he made our hair special as well. All of us have a certain type of hair that God gave us. There are different kinds of hair. Some people have naturally straight hair. Some people have thicker hair. Some people have thinner hair. Some people have curly hair. And some people have hair, fine hair. Some people have hair that's a little more coarse. So we all have a different kind of hair, but each hair type is beautiful and it is special the way that God made it. It's the way he created us. So there is nothing that we can do to, try to say, oh, I would like to change it. No, God made your hair just the way it is, and it is perfect the way that he made your hair. Whether it's straight, whether it's curly, whether it's thick, whether it's thin, whether it's fine or it's coarse, God made your hair beautiful just the way it is. He created all the different types of hair because he's a creator, number one, but it just shows how our God thought about everyone differently. So let's talk about how the hair grows on page 9. So all of our hair grows out of our skin, which is our scalp up here. It grows out of our head. All the hair is connected to our roots, right? Remember, we have blood vessels traveling all through our bodies. And the blood vessels in our bodies, the job of the blood vessel is to bring food to the roots. When the blood goes to the roots will then begin to grow. And as it grows, that's why we see our hair coming out of our head. It starts to grow. That's what's happening. So when the roots are being fed by blood, when the blood is feeding the roots will start to grow. And that's why we see our hair push out of our head and our hair starts to grow. I told you yesterday, like girls, if you get a haircut, right, you can notice after like maybe a month or two, you'll say, my hair grew back. That's because your blood is feeding your hair. Or boys, when you get a haircut after about a week, maybe even 2 weeks, I don't know, you'll say, oh, my hair, I need another haircut. It grew again. That's because the blood is feeding the roots. Therefore, the roots are growing, and that's why your hair is coming out of your head. Your hair is growing. So blood feeds the roots. Your roots, throw it away, please. Your roots will start to grow, and it'll push out of your head. That's why we say our hair is growing. Okay, so let's talk about 10, page 10. So then we talked about pigment. Pigment is what determines your hair color. We all have a different kind of hair color, and that is determined by our pigment. There are 4 pigments: black, brown, red, yellow. Again, your 4 pigments are black, brown, red, and yellow. The 4 pigments will determine your hair color. If you have a black pigment, your pigment determines what kind of hair color you'll have. So some people, their pigment determines that their hair will be black. Some people, their pigment determines their hair will be red. It's all different, and that's because that's how God created us. So we can't change that. That's how he made us. That's how he made us. So then on page 11, we talked about how many hairs we have, right? We don't know the exact number, but our creator, God, knows the exact number of hairs he gave us. The Bible tells us in Matthew 10:30 that the very hairs in our head are numbered. God knows the exact number of hairs we have on our head. Why? He created us, and he gave us the number of hairs that we have on our head. So yes, you may think it's just hair, but no, God cares about your hair too. The Bible tells us that. He cares not only about us, but every single part of us, and that includes our hair. That's why he made our hair the way that it is. He took time. He said, she's going to have this kind of hair. He's going to have this kind of hair. God did that purposely when he created us. Okay? So that's your science lesson this week. Do we understand? Yeah? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our social studies. I'm not gonna keep you guys long on Zoom. Page 10, social studies, page 10. All right, page 10 in our science, social studies. All right, so this week in social studies, we're moving on to symbols in our country. Remember, a symbol is a reminder. When we see a symbol, it reminds us of something. Like I told you, when we see the cross, we are reminded of Jesus's death on the cross. Well, a symbol, the job of a symbol is it's a reminder. It reminds us of something. Okay, so this week we discussed the flag, right? America has a flag. America's flag, when you see it, you automatically think of your country because America, because that's our flag. So the flag reminds us of our country. So let's talk about the flag. So our flag is red, white, and blue, right? It has a total of 13 stripes. I am on page 10. It has 13 stripes. 7 are red, 6 are white. Let me say that again. The flag has 13 stripes. 7 of them are red and 6 of them are white. There's also a field of blue that has 50 stars on the field of blue. The 13 stripes represent the first 13 countries. When America was founded, there were only 13 colonies or states at the time. So that's why there's 13 stripes. On the field of blue, there's 50 stars because today we have 50 states. Y'all get that? 13 stripes, 7 are red, 6 are white. We have a field of blue with 50 stars on the flag. There's 13 stripes because of the first 13 states. Look at page 11. Not only do the number of stripes and the number of stars mean something, but also the colors on our flag have a meaning, right? The red on the flag stands for courage and strength. Because of all the men who fought in the war for America to become a free country, those men were honored, and they were honored because of their bravery and their courage. So that's why we have red on the flag. Red stands for courage and strength. Then we have white on the flag. White stands for purity because America wants to be a country that honors God at that time. Blue stands for truth because America believes in God's word, which is the truth. So that's why they put blue on the flag. So all three of the colors on the flag mean something as well. Red stands for courage and strength. White stands for purity, and blue stands for truth. How many stripes do we have on our flag total? 13. Thank you, Kendall. How many are red? What you gonna say? 7 are red. Ooh, you're listening. And how many are white? Asa, how many are white?
6.
Good. How many stars are on the field of blue? 50 stars are on the field of blue. Why are there 13 stripes?
Because they have 13 states.
Because of the first 13 states. And why are there 50 stars?
Because we have 50 states.
Because we have 50 states now. Which color stands for truth? Which color means truth? Which color? Blue. Which color is for courage and strength for the men who died? Red. And which color is for purity?
White.
White. Okay, good. Y'all listen to what I thought. Yeah, that's okay. All right, good job. So that's what we're testing on this week. Every single question I just asked you, that's the question that's going to be, those are the questions that will be on the test. All right, awesome. That's your social studies this week. Let's go ahead and move on to our spelling, and then we'll be done. We didn't have language this week. We usually would do language, but we don't have it this week. So let's go ahead and move on to your spelling. List 4, page 8. All right, let's go over our list. All right, let's start with our first word, back. B-A-C-K, back, bake, bake. B-A. Next word, lick. L-I-C-K, lick. Next one, like. L-I-K-E, like, snack. S-N-A-C-K, snack. Snake. S-N-A-K-E, snake. Next row, brick. B-R-I-C-K, brick. Clock. C-L-O-C-K, clock. Shake. S-H-A-K-E, shake. Broke. B-R-O-K-E, broke. Come. C-O-M-E, come. And two. T-O-2. Awesome.
We're done. The papers for the bathroom.
Right.
Oh,
Yes. All right, good. Yep. All right. So remember, we have 12 words this week. We don't have 10 words anymore. We've moved on to 12 words. Okay. All right. So that's it, guys. Hopefully we can get our reading soon so we can start reading. Next week we'll probably be on Zoom a lot longer next week. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. I hope you have a good day, Asa. I will see you tomorrow for Bible. Bye-bye.